Okay, so I added some material, quite a bit, about 75, 80 something pages, maybe 90 now, to Evolution of Emotion, the Light Years have. And what I added, along with my wife, begins like this. This is something my wife wrote. It's titled, A Lone Wolf. A lone wolf. Straying from the safety of the pack, I forego the far less traveled path, finding solace in the shelter of my mind, shelled away from the sins of humankind. I spent my life searching for myself in others, emulating the lives of my fellow brothers, so sheepishly seeking approval of man when it was really a matter of heart at hand. Measuring yourself by another man's worth, you'll surely be left with an incredible dearth. But when it comes to the matters of spiritual wealth, the journey lies within thyself. Poor Dennis James Krause, by his loving, caring wife, who misses him with all her heart, you taught me I had to love myself before I could love anyone else, including and especially you. Written by Sarah Ann Krause for Evolution of Emotion, Dark Ages versus Light Years, March 22nd, 2022. And it goes on. I promise I wrote some of this book. It goes on, Reflections from my wife. I sit and watch him. I smile every time I see his grin. His eyes dance when he talks. Each step has purpose in his walk. He has this way of making me proud every day. I take in everything he has to say. He has the keys and knows the way straight to my heart. He's a comedian and he plays the perfect part. I used to be a was-been. Now I have the greatest husband. And then I responded with a little rhyme titled Reflections Reflected. And the greatest wife wrote that verse. But let me make one thing explicitly clear first. Her emerald gaze engulfs my spirit. She screams silently, yet I always hear it. That phrase, silently hear it. That fray art upon her grace top always makes me yearn as I stop to make her undeniable toxicity. She's not perfect, but perfect for me. When she laughs, it carries oh so far. To me, she's the only shining star, brightening my presence and time unending. So continually to her my love I'm sending. Her verse came first and touched my heart, but this one lets her know she's always first. And last but not least, I feast and I cease to search incessantly for the love I found in Sarah Krause.
Hmm.
This is a poem I wrote to Sarah Krause called Hopes and Dreams, 6/14/22. My hope for you tonight is that you dream dreams of sweet bliss, and wake the morrow engulfed by joyous wonder, then home for a long kiss. My dreams for you the morrow doth not contain by words, though I shall name them one by one, the first, second, and third. 1. A love ne'er foreseen, nor told in tales of old. 2. Faith solid as a rock, the shipmates ere have told. And finally, one sought but not frequently beholden, the kind of joy could only be described as purely golden. Okay, what we got here, it looks like a poem I wrote called Contemplating Contempt. No preference for, no ponderance, of preposterous postulations only Marianas depths I sleep in ruminations. Torrid birth, a chore for life. This struggle goes on within and without. But constant copulation and sin carry us through the drought. Simple pleasures overshadowed by burdening fear and pain. Never more trust to restore with our fellow man again. Corrupted colleagues culminate on wasted youth and ire. The dark prince will hold your hand and guide your spirit there. The wasteland's wasted, wanted, hated, yet sought out incessantly. You fight with all your strength and might, but never you'll be free. Contempt, your friend, near to the end. You mend your aching wounds. You mend your aching wounds. Of no effect, you're occupied yet till you're laid into your tomb.